If this is your first time listening to the podcast, welcome and thanks for being here. My name is Paige and I'm a board-certified life coach, motivational speaker, and mental health advocate. I am passionate about helping others find more purpose and meaning in their life, and by sharing my own experience and life lessons in every episode, I hope on some level you can relate and feel inspired to take action in your own life. As a coach, I help individuals find more ways to create more fulfillment in their lifestyle. If you are someone who is open-minded and committed to taking action towards your own goals, let's connect. The best way to reach me is through my website, www.paigemitchell.coach, and you can either shoot me a message or set up an appointment for a discovery call. And now, let's get into today's episode. I participated in this one meditation. It was guided. And I really wanted to share with you my experience because it proved and confirmed to me how worthy I am right fucking now. I don't have to wait until I achieve something. I don't have to wait till someone tells me and validates me. I could just be in my own and know that what I have to say, what I'm doing, I just can exist and I can be worthy as I am. In this episode, we're going to get a really good idea very quickly on how to get there faster, right? Like maybe that just proving yourself, not feeling worthy, like those themes have come up maybe your entire life, maybe they come up recently. So let's get into the meditation. At least I'm not going to do this meditation, but I want to share with you my experience. It was very visual. So for me, I really like guided meditations that I close my eyes and I just like paint this picture in my head of what they're describing just so I can follow along, because my brain wants to make a grocery list. My brain wants to complain at how long this is, right? Like my brain's constantly like, no, don't meditate, don't do it. And I'm like, you know what? We're going to try this out. So the meditation started with walking down these steps, but instead of like POV, like your point of view, walking down the steps, you're actually kind of outside of your body and you're watching yourself go down the stairs. Just a little trippy, right? So after you're on like the last step, right, it goes like very slow. When you're on the last step, you're confronted with this mirror, and this mirror, I'm sounding like Harry Potter right now, but that's not what this is. It's you step into this mirror and it's a version of you that's 10 years from the future. Now, you could, if you go on Insight Timer, the app, you can probably find future version meditation. Like you could just basically put that in the search bar and you'll find a ton of tracks. But at least this one that I participated in, I looked in the mirror and it was Paige 10 years from now. And in my head, I had a very clear vision of what she looked like, what she was wearing, her vibe, the way she held herself. So for some reason, when I looked at this Paige, she was a little taller only because she had heels, but she was like this kind of not corporate, but like really classy, like all in black, but like designer, like designer clothes and very like European / New York vibes. Just a little dark, right? Like a little edgy. And she did have black hair, which by the way, I've never dyed my hair. But hey, maybe at 42 years old will be the first time. Anyway, she had dark hair, looked really chic, really classy. So that was like her appearance, but her vibe was like, I could sense she was not cross, but a little perturbed. Let's just say she was stressed out. It's like she was like running an empire or something. It's like she's got multiple businesses going on. She just seems really busy and important, but because of that, it felt like she was tired and she was stressed because she was under a lot of pressure. And so in this meditation, they're like, hey, when you look in this mirror, you look at what, they're about. the 10-year version of you is going to tell you a message. And so what this Paige told me was, Paige, don't take anything for granted. And I was like, what the fuck did that come from? Okay. And then she said, what else did she say? She said, don't take anything for granted, and you'll be very present with what you have. Be very grateful for where you're at. And I was like, okay, so gratitude, no regrets, be present. Got it. Thank you, Future Paige. Heard, received. And then in the meditation, it says, now I want you, present Paige, to talk to Future Paige. What do you want to say to Future Paige? And at that moment, I started tearing up, because usually it's just one way. It's only the future self is the wise one. It's only the future self that has gone through all this experience and wants to tell the younger version something. But when do we have the opportunity to talk to our future self? I don't know. I felt so relieved that I could do that. And so I tell 10 years from now, Paige, remember to be silly. Remember to have fun. You look a little uptight and you look like a badass, and I'm really proud of you. I don't know what we accomplished, but good on you. It looks like we're doing well. But how's your mental health, Paige? Was it worth it? I know in the past you've always been very career and money driven. Where are my Capricorns at? But for real, just very focused on business and being a success. But make sure, Future Paige, to smile and have fun and be silly, and you be present too, clearly. But I just loved that I could give my future self a message. And at the end of the day, I just felt really committed to myself, into whatever I want to achieve, I could do it. But also my worth of who I am isn't dependent on what I achieve. I've really been practicing affirmations, and in the past episode, I talked about different ways of healing, and this is just a constant journey. It's not like, oh, I'm healed, check off a list. It's not what it is. It's not a laundry list. But I think affirmations and meditations, journaling, just fucking getting really best pals with your demons, man. Being homies with those negative thoughts versus, I never want to hear these negative thoughts again. They're awful. Well, the more you shun them, the more they're going to come out fucking hell and high water pissed. So, moral of the story, if you could talk to future you, aka 10 years in the future, what do you look like? What do you probably do for work? Where do you think you live? What is the overall expression on your face? How do you dress? Any of that. Just play with it. Play the idea. Who cares if it's going to fucking come true or not? That was just in the moment what I saw. If I did this meditation a month or 3 years from now, I might have a completely different version of what my 10 future self would be, right? So just play with the idea. And then I challenge you also to work with those questions. What do you need to tell your future self? What would the future self tell you? I just thought it was super fucking insightful. I journaled about it, I processed it, and now I'm sharing with you. If any of this resonates, you know the drill. Head to the show notes. There's multiple ways of contacting me on social media or sending me an email. I'd love to hear from you.
If you're loving these episodes of Paige's Lessons and you're ready to dive deeper into creating your dream lifestyle, or maybe you just want some accountability and support while you're building these goals, let's map this out together. I offer a variety of packages and price points. You can see an outline of what's included in each one-on-one coaching package in my services section, located on my website in the show notes. The first step is to book a time to chat, which is a free 15-minute discovery call. Once that's scheduled, this tells me that you are open to exploring new outcomes to your current problem. During this call, we'll organize your priorities, create a strategy based on your unique goals, clearly identify your vision, brainstorm possibilities how I can help you, and by the end of the call, you will have more confidence in your vision and ideas on how to take your action for your new future lifestyle. We can talk about what package works best for you and what's a good fit when you book the call through the scheduling link in the show notes. I can't wait to connect with you and learn more about you. Talk soon. Thanks for listening. If you enjoyed this episode and you'd like to help support the podcast, please share it with others. Post about it on social media or head over to your favorite podcast platform to subscribe, rate, and leave a review. Subscribing and posting a review helps to improve engagement and is essential for the podcast to be discovered by new listeners. Thanks again for listening, and remember, every day provides a lesson. Take care.